Okay, so what we're gonna do now is configure the joystick and the network, and then see if the trackball and the spinner automatic work on this. Right now it's running the screensaver, but it does work. So that's real cool because this is my first Raspberry Pi 4B, 4 GB, and first thing it did is detect two joystick. So I'm gonna go ahead and hold a button, any button, and then do up, down, left, right, star, select, and then A button, B button, X, Y, left shoulder, right shoulder, and then left trigger, right trigger, left thumb, right thumb. Okay, and then rest of them I don't have anything configured for the left analog stick. I don't have left or right analog stick, so I just press any button, hold it until you hold a button until it skip to the next one. Hold it and then you will skip to the next one. Now the last one should be the select button, so you hold it, you will skip to the last. And this one should be a select button, so the same button that you choose for select, you're gonna press select button here. That's gonna be your hotkey. Then you click A button to OK, and you are pretty much done with the joystick. Wow, look pretty cool. Now if you want to configure a second joystick, you press the start button again. Then you go down to where you say configure input. Okay, so press enter. Now it says, are you sure you want to configure input? Yes. And now you're going to configure the second joystick. So I'm going to hold down any button on the second joystick, and then I'm going to do up, down, left, right, and then star, select on top, and then A button would be my red, B button would be my yellow in the middle, X would be the yellow button on top, and then Y would be toward the left on top, and then my left shoulder will be the top on the left shoulder, right shoulder, and then left trigger, right trigger, left thumb, right thumb. Okay, so I don't have any other analog, so I just hold the button till it skip to the next one. Hold, let go, hold, let go, hold. When you jump, you let go the button holding, so you hold it again, because it won't work if you just keep on holding it forever. So you hold for the one that you're going to skip, you hold it, and it's going to skip, and then you press the select button for the hotkey for the second joystick and press A button for OK. Alright, so your configuration for joystick is done. You could set up the background setting, which we're not going to do right now because let's see what he has. So you got a double dragon called double dragon cool. That's what we are looking at right now. If you press enter, this is the rest of the list that he added. He apparently have another dragon, so he added quite a few, not just those 4. So all this other one that you could choose from. Wow, okay, that's a lot. Okay, so there's a lot of theme that you could choose and use. Okay, all right, so we're not going to change it, so I'm going to press B, leave it alone, and press B again. Okay, so this is the Raspberry Pi setup for the 64 GB. And what we're going to do is to set up the network, the Wi-Fi, and then after that we're going to increase the 128 GB. So let's go ahead and do the Wi-Fi first. So we're going to go to the network tool, and we're going to do the Wi-Fi. All right, so once Wi-Fi is set up, see my Wi-Fi, I'm using a direct cable connection, so it already assigned 99 as the IP address, but I'm gonna go ahead and connect the Wi-Fi in case I unplug the network cable tomorrow. So I want to make sure it is configured with the password. All right, so my account is going to be Johnny, my network, and I'm going to put in my password. Did it take it? got me then. My keyboard is plugged in, isn't it? Oh shoot! I plugged the wrong thing. I didn't plug my keyboard. I plugged in something else. Let me unplug that and plug my keyboard in. I plug in something, but not a keyboard. I think maybe I plug in. Oh, I just plug in a regular cable. I just plug in a regular standard cable. That's why when I was typing, I'm like, why is nothing happening? Okay, so you need a keyboard, and then you just type in your password. Huh, still did not take it. Let me cancel first. Let me see if I could go in and see. I think because I just plug in the keyboard, it's not really seeing my. There you go. Now it's seeing it. See, now I have a little dot. Okay. And it should give me the same IP address. So that's the first thing you want to do is connect to the network. Because why? Because that way, if you want to transfer game into the SD card, so now my IP address is different. It's 255 for Wi-Fi and then the IP address. So that's not what I want. So what I want to do is remove it because I want both of them to be the same. Disconnect, remove my Wi-Fi, connect to the Wi-Fi again. Okay, cancel. Okay. So now my Wi-Fi is the same. It should be correct. I don't really have to do this. I don't know. Let me do it again. Because you want the IP address to be the same, so that way you don't have to memorize which one is which. You know, you want the Wi-Fi and the direct cable connection to be the same IP address, so it's easier to remember and less. Look, still change, huh? Okay, well I'm gonna leave it like that. I know before I was able to kept it the same, but apparently I'm not. All right, so 125 and then 99, that's the IP address for direct connection, and 125 for the. All right, that's fine. So Wi-Fi is done. That's it. Now, if you want to look at the information, you know, the cooling and the space, we could look at it now. And then we're going to run Raspberry Pi setup, and then we're going to increase the size of it. So we're going to go press on your keyboard. You want to press F4 on the top, F4. So that'll kick you out directly out here. Can you able to see everything? Okay, so right now what this is saying is my temperature is 43 degrees because I'm using a fan that's boiling on it. I'm not using the heatsink. The other one was 35, so it was actually cooling it. This one I'm not using a cooling ice fan, so just using the air boiling on it is 43. It's not too bad. As long as it's not 48, 50, you know, 70 something, I'm still good. But here's the problem with the space. Okay, I'm not using all the space. It's saying two partition. One is 253. I'm using 53 megabyte. I still have 200 megabyte available. The other partition is 117 gigabyte. Oh, so that's the first partition, and this is the second one. This one I have 69 gigabyte. Okay, 40% not. Only use 40%. The top one is just a partition for the boot up, so don't worry about that. But this one, 117, I'm using only 45 gigabyte, but I have 69 gigabyte not used. So the question is, how am I going to use that 69? Because otherwise, if you don't make it available, you cannot use it. You cannot copy file over there without it saying that hmm, without it saying that the space is okay, and it's using Linux 4.5. So this does not tell you if you're using Raspberry Pi 4 or not. This screen do not tell you neither. Okay, so let's go ahead. It only tell you the date, May 8th, Friday. This is when I did this video. All right, let's type EXIT. X is out. I mean, X's will take you back into the program, and we're gonna go to the retro art. Oh, so random changed this is a different theme. So he have it set up where you have a different theme every time you go in, which is pretty cool. So it won't be so boring. So you have an arcade, about 1,727 games. You have Atomic Waves. That's the one I was trying to pronounce last time. This have 7 games. So it's not a full version like the 512 game that he have on his other image. So 512K. So what I want to do is burn a 512K on an SD card, but right now I have to go get a hard drive to do that. So I don't have an extra hard drive. Then Daffy is 10. Naomi. There you go, Naomi. I couldn't pronounce it last time. Naomi is made by Sega company, who made the Naomi, and there is 33 games. Now, Naomi does not play well in the Raspberry Pi 3. Same with this game. Now, this is not overclocked yet, so I don't know how good the game is gonna play. Now, I recommend overclock it to a 2.1 so that the game will play okay. So we will go over that. Let's just go over what they have on this one. This one is 140 game, Neo Geo, which is a standard 140 game. There's no duplicate game there. But there is a lot more game out there. Last time we did a 243 on the handheld game, and this number could go up higher. Okay, but it's not a full set. Open board, you have 61 game. That's the one that we have tried, Street of Rage. So if you press the select button, you can go to the S. Let's check out if that same game is over here. The Street of Rage 4D. So we're on the S, and there is Street of Rage 4. Now the physical name for this one is actually called 4D, and this is the one that actually you have to configure with a joystick first to make it work, and then you can play the game the normal way. Okay, but yeah, this is the one that I demoed last time. Now go look at the description. I added the game. It was not in the link, in the previous link that I gave you, but is now is in that video game that I talk about, Street of Rage 4 pre-order plus open board. Check out the second video on the description. It does have the link where to get this one, and everything that you need to run this. Okay, and beat up, he have 158 game, 47 game. Now this is all separate based on different category. So those are not like the full. Okay, so we go back. All the game is 1,978 for everything. Okay, so that's pretty cool. SNK is 100. Those are just break up game. Those are not the true console. So let's go back, see if we miss anything. Okay, last play, that's what he played. So that's all he have is those few console. It's the arcade, then he added the Atomic, Then he added Dolphin, and then Sega Naomi, Nintendo Open Board, and some of this. So he doesn't have the other game like Sega Genesis. I don't know. He have it here, 98 games Sega Genesis. So I don't know if this is actually Sega game or yeah, it says Sega. Does it have my does it have Street of Rage? Let's check it out. So he kind of did a little bit different than previously. He used to Street, got Sonic, but does it have Street of Rage, the original one? No, it doesn't. Wait, there's a T. Star Trek, Star Wars, but no, he doesn't have it. So that's what I was saying. He does not have the original Sega game here. Sega Genesis on this 64 byte. This is more of a arcade 64 gig. Okay. So he does not have like Super Nintendo, all that stuff, but he had mainly those what's that, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Those are the main 6 games that is in 64. Excuse me, talking too much, losing my voice. Okay, so let's go ahead and set up the space, because I know those of you who put it on download 64 wanted to utilize all the space, not just use some of it. So let's see which tool did he put it on, because he break it into this, so it's hard to figure out which one. I think it might be Raspberry Pi setup. Let's try this one first. Okay, now this one is not the 4.6. Now I don't know by upgrading to a 4.6 it will create any problem, but first thing you want to do is upgrade the Raspberry Pi setup script, and you say yes. So you upgrade the image to the new one, which is 4.6. Right now it's 4.5. So it's upgrading to the latest one. The latest version of Raspberry Pi setup script. And this part doesn't really take that long. Okay, but you do want it to let it finish. So after that, then we will do the other upgrade. I have a video on this that tell you if you get a virtual from Virtualman image, those are a couple of steps that you need to do after you burn the image. So look at that video. That one will go in detail. I don't want to go into too deep in this one. I just want to go ahead and get it going, because I want to go ahead and finish this up, because the video is very long. I have like whole bunch of video that I'm going to merge them together to one. So now it's a 4.6. Okay, so do okay. All right, so you're back here. So now you have version 4.6. That's the latest one from Raspberry BIAN. Okay, I don't know if I pronounced that right. And then this is some other tool. So I'm not going to go into this. I think that's all for now for the basic upgrade that you want to do, because you don't want to do too much. That I heard that you could damage some other stuff on it, because 4.6 was never tested. They released this before the new version came out. So I recommend just do that one thing right now for now. Don't do anything else. You might damage the image and the game will not work. Okay. This is to change the password, and this is for overclocking. So I would overclock mine so that the game will play well. And then I also want to increase the size. Location, interface, configure the connection to preference, advanced option, configure advanced option. Let's try that, see what I got. And you have to click select here. Unless you use the keyboard. If you use the keyboard, you don't have to go here and click. You could just select it, press enter, and there you go. Expand the file. Ensure that all the SD card storage is available to be on the OS. Okay, so let me zoom in closer. Okay, so this is the one we're gonna be choosing. So we're gonna make sure we utilize all the disk space. Okay, boot partition has been resized. The file system will be enlarged upon the next reboot. So we want to go ahead and reboot. Configure option for restart, yes. No, that's not the one. We're just going to, let's go ahead and do overclock as well since we're here. I want to go ahead and do overclock to at least a 2.5, 2.1. There's an error. It won't let me overclock. Why? Only Pi 1 or Pi 2 can be overclocked with this tool. Oh wow. Okay, so we have to get out and use a different tool. You probably have another tool outside. Let's click finish. Do you want to reboot? Yeah, let's go ahead and reboot, and then we could check out the disk space. Because you need the disk space in order to have more space on your SD card, so you could transfer game over using the WinSCP, or yeah, that's the best way to go about it. Or you could just use a file manager, type in retro pi, you know, like / retro pi, and then you could log in using username pi, password raspberry, and then once you log in, you could copy from one location to another location to the computer without using that special program I told you about, WinSCP. You're just using the window file management. Okay, so now I boot up to another different theme. So let's go ahead and press F4 and see what happened to the size. So let's move this camera over here so you can see it better. And move it up. Okay. So before it was saying 40%, so it's still saying. So I guess it does see it. His new image does have that functionality. So that kind of made me wonder if I burn this. Now this image is not made for Raspberry Pi 4. So you cannot burn this directly to a hard drive and expect it to boot up directly to the hard drive. See, the temperature already went up. It was 43, now it's 45. So we need to put the ice fan in there, you know, to cool this down. But I'm not gonna get it until either Friday or Saturday. Maybe tomorrow I'll get it. Or this morning. It's already 2 o'clock already, but sometime this morning I should be able to get it and put that in there. Because it's kind of going up, but it's not bad. 45 is still pretty good. Okay. So it looked like it didn't do anything. It looked like it's the same. It looked like it already seen that I have a 60 gig available. So total is 117. So I really didn't have to run that setup. But if you don't see it, the full amount, you know, because I started with 119 gigabyte, now it's 117, and it say I have available 69. If it doesn't, if it say it's using 80%, 100% or whatever, then you need to increase the size. But look like his image will automatic recognize the space and utilize all the space. So that's good. That's an A+, because last time I have to do this manually. So that's good to know. All right, so we don't have to really do that. So you could You could keep note in case you download a different image. You could now remember. So now this is another different image. All right, so I want to overclock this. So right now I cannot do it with the Raspberry Pi software. So let's see if he have any special software. Can y'all see where I am at? Or do I need to go up? Okay, that's the top of the screen. I'm trying to see which one is the overclock software. There you go, overclock. Overclock Pi 4 optimize 2P. Why he put 2P? Reset all controller. No, we don't need to. We already, our controller is fine. If you have a problem with the controller, you can reset it. Let's see if we could, if you give us the option to change it to, there you go. This will apply necessary configuration, enable, disable overclock. Okay, overclock the CPU. All right. Okay, this is good. I want to overclock to 2.1. You don't want to overclock to the number 4 because number 4 is the highest and I don't think it work. Okay. This one is I think it's a 1.4 where the old one is 1.2. I don't remember now. So you overclock it a little bit and then 2 gig and this is a 2.1. So I'm going to do the 2.1. I'm a little bit hesitate to do the 2.14 because it might not boot up. I'm a little bit tempted. I wanted to get the best speed of all. You know what I'm saying? Let's try it. I don't know if it's gonna work with that system I have. Let's try this and see what happens. If it doesn't work, it's gonna crash. let's play it safe. Everybody do it. Everybody I heard they do 2.1. Let's do 2.1. Let's just play it safe. Okay? Because I don't want this video to stop and then me try to fix it and then, you know. Okay, he said press, he's applying, and here in the bottom say press any key to reboot. So it's asking me to press any key to reboot. Okay. So I don't know, you probably couldn't see that because I zoom into the screen. Alright, let's put you back in the middle. Alright. I got the volume control over here, so you could turn it up louder. I should have got a cup of glass of cold drink while I'm doing this video. So it will automatically do the video. It's booting up, so you just enjoy it, sit back and watch it. It's pretty cool. I wonder who actually go and record this because this is an old video. It's not the recent video. It's like old time video from the back in the 85. See, now this is a more combat video. Okay. All right, so we finished with password and everything, and we increased the size. And now let's press F4. See if it tells us anything about the processor speed. Okay, now the temperature went up to 50. See, it's already getting very hot already. We even haven't started playing the game yet. It's already getting hot. This doesn't tell me what is the clock speed at all. Okay. Apparently it do not tell me. So, all right. So let's exit out. Exit out that screen to go back to the main screen. And now this change again. All right. Let's try some of the game. I wonder if that information will tell me exactly. Here you go. System information. View your summary of Playbox system information, temperature, partition, and so on. Okay, let's try that. Maybe this will tell me what speed I'm in. Okay, my temperature just went up 1 more degree. It's 51 degree right now. And it still haven't tell me about, oh, it's saying my processor is running at 146 right now, memory. So I think it is working because I think, I don't know. I'm not gonna guess and lie to you. All right, let me just press type X to get back in. Okay. But he have a lot of tools. Like if you don't like the music background, you could turn it off. So it's a lot of new cool stuff that you could experience and look into it. So, but let's just play the game. The basic is bundle image. And if you want to get more in detail, please check my other video that I talk more about this. I want to see if my trackball work. So I'm gonna press the select button and go to templates. I know his previous image, the 400GB for the 400GB SD card for the, it's also called the play box, and it's made for the Raspberry Pi 3B Plus, and the trackball and the spinner automatic work. So let's see if it works. And then we're gonna test those other games that normally doesn't play well on the. All right, so let me press select, give myself some credit, 3 credit, start the game, press start. All right, trackball work. I just need to figure out which button is which. Is it playing or is it just, yeah? Which one is the button? Which one is my shooting button? Oh, so I plugged the joystick wrong because this is my controller 1. And the other one is, well, actually I'm playing 2-player. Okay, let me go back this one. See, this button is not, it's not working. So it is, so this is my controller 1. So that means I need to plug it on the top. Controller 1 would be on the top, not at the bottom. I don't have Raspberry Pi to show you. Let me show you using this one. Okay. A while ago, I have a 4-button, correct? 4-button control. And this first 2 are Raspberry, are blue. Okay, forget about the network card. The 4B, I think this is a 3B. The network card's on this side. Okay, so look at this way. The player, I plug it into the 3.0. So the player 1 is on top, player 2 is on the bottom. Okay, and so I didn't plug it correctly. So I need to switch. I put the player 1 at the bottom. Player 1 need to be on top. So player 1, player 2. So then this will work correctly. So right now it's thinking this side is my player 1, this side is my player 2. Alright, so that's all I need to, that's pretty much. So the trackball does work. Now we need to test the centipede. So let's get out of the game. So I'm on this side. So I need to press start and select to get out from this game. So we're gonna go press select, and we're gonna look at centipede and see if the spinner work. So the trackball work. So now we're gonna test the centipede and see if the spinner work. Yeah. No. Oh, I was playing the wrong. I was using the wrong thing, playing the wrong game. I was supposed to use a spinner for templates. Okay, we need to go back and try again because they both use the same cable. So sometimes I forget what is what I just did. I just jump centipede, CEN. There you go, centipede. Okay, centipede you're supposed to use trackball. The other one, the template you're supposed to use the spinner, so I messed up. All right. Okay, so trackball does work. Go up, go down. The sound is too low. I can't hear myself playing. Hear the trackball. Let me turn the sound up. There you go. So the trackball does work. So let me get out here. Trackball is for centipede. Okay. So let's go back to templates. Press A. Alright, let's go down to TEP. Alright, so press select, give myself credit, press star, star again. Alright, now I use the spinner. Yeah, here you go. Here's my spinner. Okay, so right out of the box, right out of the image download, this image support the trackball and the spinner. So you don't have to do anything on the configure on your side. You just plug it in and it should work. Cool, huh? Okay. So this is a cool image. Virtualman, his image is very nice. Okay, I really enjoy his work. So alright, so like I promised, we're supposed to test the game, but I have the game plugged in this other side, so it's gonna be, let's see if I can play the game on this side. Let's press B and let's try this one. Let's play the dolphin. So it's worth buying a Raspberry Pi because you get to play a game that normally does not work on Raspberry Pi 3. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's cool, man. I never really played this game on the arcade game system, but to able to, that's real cool. I've seen it on a video, on a YouTube video, but I never play it because it doesn't work on Raspberry Pi 3B. Sad, but it doesn't work. So you have to get a Raspberry Pi. I'm dying. I wonder if I can shoot that guy. So get rid of that. Oh! Thought I was gonna die. Whoa! I'm on the dolphin now. That's awesome. Oh shoot, something. Hey, where all this guy coming from? Oh shoot. But it's cool. I like it. It is awesome. Okay. That's the one the game is hard to emulate, and so I tried that one. The rest of this is very similar to the so now you have enough space to add more game to it. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I can't wait to get the 512 gigabyte working. 512, yeah, 512 gigabyte. All right, let's try this one. Interesting fighting game. Ooh, Capcom vs SNK. Let's try Dead and Alive, because Dead and Alive, that game does not play well in Dreamcast. Remember? But this is not a Dreamcast version. This is Naomi. It's a, well, actually, it's the same company, Sega, but it's made for a little bit different console. And Naomi does not play well in Raspberry Pi 3B. So, all right, anytime now. Can I skip all that? So this cabinet has one of the new JAMA ILO board. Testing the ILO. Wait for several minutes. Really? So I guess the first time you playing this, you need to set it up. Okay, okay. Now loading Dead or Alive 2 system. Enjoy. Cool. I like the stuff there. Now I forgot what it called. It's not marquee. Marquee is on top. Banner. I like the banner that they put. Those are called the banner. Wow, graphics good. No slowdown. Sounds good. I'm playing the wrong joystick, so I'm on this side. Oh wow. So that's good. That is good. That's pretty awesome. So now we're gonna go and try the Dreamcast. So let me get out of the game. I need to fix my joystick from the back. Okay, so that played good. So beamed up, we already tried those. Those work in the Raspberry Pi, so it work here too. So we are going to try a game. Now which one I was gonna try? Dreamcast. So where's my Dreamcast? It doesn't have Dreamcast here? Oh man, it doesn't have Dreamcast here. No, he doesn't have Dreamcast. So if you want to play Dreamcast, you have to go to the 512 gigabyte. This one do not have it. But hey, it does have the Dead and Alive. Alright, that's the end of my video. I hope you guys enjoy it. It also tell you this how much 33 game here. So in case you guys wondering, 140, we already went through this already. It's a 61 game. So I think it's the same as the other one. But yeah, it worked and it worked nice. So Raspberry Pi for 2 thumb up. It's a good board to get. It's a little bit more expensive, but not too bad. But I do recommend getting that ice fan. That's the best one for the Raspberry Pi 4. Okay, they get sold out real quick in Amazon. So if you could get your hand on it, go ahead and order it. It also work on Raspberry Pi B 3B. So that would be a good one to put on the arcade one up cabinet, because you have all this space, and if you put that in there, you know, you don't need a special case. You just put it there, and you know, so that's cool. All right, hopefully this helped. I did start from the beginning, get the image, how to put it together on part 1, and part 2 is buttoning the image, where to go to get it, which one I recommend to get, which image to get. And then we actually test it in the back to see if a fan work. Now Raspberry Pi 4B do not work. 4B do not work with the hard drive yet. They already say that, and it's gonna it's going to work with a hard drive, boot up directly to a USB hard drive in the future. Right now, Raspberry Pi B 3B 3B Plus will boot up directly from a hard drive. Okay, from the image that I use called Motion Blue, the 1.5 Motion Blue on Unify Unify 1.1.5, that version one. That one will boot up from the hard drive that you have to have a power to plug in. Okay, don't get a hard drive that do not have power. Okay, don't get a, let me show you what I'm talking about. Don't get a hard drive do not use power, that you just plug it into, like, laptop. This will not work. Okay, you need one that have a power that plug into the outlet. Okay, so you need that to make it work. Now, Raspberry Pi 4B, this is the beta version, but they did a good job to make it work. I recommend don't do any further upgrade. It might damage the image. Okay, but what I was trying to say, it do not boot up to the hard drive. In the future, it will. Now, you could make it boot up to SD card and add an external USB hard drive, and then you could add more game to it. Okay, you cannot skip the SD card. Now, in the future, you probably don't need the SD card. It will boot up directly to a hard drive. But right now, you do not do that. Raspberry Pi B4, you will have to set it up where you will have to boot up to SD card and then boot up external hard drive. Then you put all your game on a hard drive. Then you could play it from the hard drive, if that makes sense to you guys. All right. So Dwayne Top, he did a video on that, so you can look at that, how he did it. He went step by step, and also I believe ET Prime, he also did a video on that. So you guys could check on that, how to boot up to a USB hard drive. Okay, not boot up from USB hard drive, how to make the USB hard drive work with the SD card. Okay, so Raspberry Pi 4, you cannot boot from a hard drive, only the 3B Plus. Hope I don't confuse you guys. Alright, it's getting late. I'm gonna go to sleep. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumb up. Let me know you like it or not, and let me know if it helped you. And hopefully this video does help, and it helped me. I finally did one, and we did it together. So now we know, you know what I know. Okay. Alright, talk to you later. Bye bye.